Only 18 students are present till now. How many students are present in the morning lecture? How many students are present in morning lecture? Around 50. So what about now? Why the attendance is going to decrease day to day? Is there any problem? Can you please reply? Any problem? Raut Anmol. Raut, are you there in the class? Praveen Kamble. Chandana. Chandana. Roll number 29.
Yes, sir.
Why the attendance is going to decrease day to day? What is the problem? Anyone, please? Anyone? Okay. We will start the lecture. You will not give the reply. Okay. Yesterday we have discussed which topic we have covered in last lecture. Can anybody tell, please? Which topic we have covered in previous lecture yesterday? It is on the screen. What is this? What is the name of the topic? Can you read on the screen? Anyone? Gaikwad Mohini. Gaikwad Mohini. Aarti. Aarti. Varsha.
Yes, sir.
All of you there in the meeting? No one is giving the reply.
Sir.
All of you there, please give me reply.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
there in the meeting? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, why you are not giving the reply? It is on the screen. Yesterday we have discussed the induction motor drives and control of the induction motor. Is it clear? Okay. So we have seen previous lectures drives and control of induction motor, and also उसके पहले क्या discussion किया था? Drives and control of DC motors. Okay, so now we are going to see the BLDC motor drives. Now we are going to see the BLDC motor drives. What is the full form of BLDC? What is the full form of BLDC? What is the full form of BLDC? Can we call it as a brushless DC motor? Brushless DC motor, exactly. Okay, so brushless DC motor drive. So means how the BLDC motor is operated. How the BLDC motor is operated. Here, so let's see. By using high efficiency energy permanent magnet as the field excitation mechanism, a permanent magnet motor drive can be potentially designed with high power density, high speed, and high operation efficiency. So means what we can say here. So these are the advantages: high power density, high speed, and high operation efficiency. So, but for this, what we are doing here, so we are not doing any winding in the rotor circuit. Okay, in BLDC motors, we are not using any winding in the rotor circuit. But in the case of DC motors, okay, armature is also having the winding and the field circuit is also having the winding. Is it right in DC motors? Yes or no? Armature is also having the winding and field circuit is also having the winding, armature winding and field winding. Okay, yes. Next, in the case of induction motor, stator is also having the winding and rotor is also having the winding. Yes or no? Induction motor, stator is also having the winding as well as rotor is also having the winding. Yes or no, please? Anyone? Yes. Okay, but here in brushless DC motor, we are not using any winding, we are not using any coil in the rotor circuit. In the rotor circuit means we are using the permanent magnets. Okay, we are using the permanent magnets. Okay. These prominent advantages means due to the use of permanent magnets, okay, we can get some advantage. We will have some advantages, that is high power density, high speed, and high operation efficiency. So due to these prominent advantages are quite attractive to the application on electric and hybrid electric vehicles. So due to this advantage means high power density, okay, high speed, okay, and high efficiency, and the kit size is also going to decrease, means the motor size is also decreases. So due to all these advantages, so this brushless DC motor is very attractive, okay, is very attractive for the electric and hybrid electric vehicles. Okay, so that's why mostly we are giving the prefer for the brushless DC motor in the electric vehicles. Okay, mostly we are giving the prefer. Mostly nowadays all the two-wheeler bikes are coming with the brushless DC motor, so you can go and you can check it at showrooms, whatever. Okay. A brushless DC motor drive consisting mainly of the brushless DC machine. Okay, so DSP based controller and power electronic based power converter. Okay, as shown in figure. So here you can show the figure. 2 point figure number is 2.6. Okay. Okay. Also we are using the sensors. Also we are using the position sensors, that is also can be called as a Hall sensors, H1, S2 and H3. Okay, so why we are using these sensors in this BLDC motors? Why we are using these sensors in the BLDC motor? So for identifying the position of the rotor circuit, for identifying the position of the rotor circuit. Is it clear? So that's why we are using the sensors here, that is called as the position sensors. Okay, can be called as a position sensors. The rotor position information is fed to the DSP based controller, in which the term supplies gating signals to the power converter by turning on and off of the proper stator pole windings of the machine. So in this way the torque and speed of the machines are controlled. So means what we can say here, these Hall sensors will identify the position of the rotor, and this sensor will give the information to the DSP controller, okay, digital signal processing based controller, and this DSP controller will give the will send the commands to the power electronic converter, which device should be turned on and which device should be turned off. So accordingly the speed is controlled as well as the torque is also controlled. Accordingly the speed is controlled, the torque is also controlled. Clear? This is the simple layout of the BLDC motor drive. Simple layout of the BLDC motor drive. So means what we can say here. So simply we can say all sensors, that is the position sensors, will give the signals to the DSP controller, Clear? Okay. Next, this DSP controller will generate the commands for the power electronic modulator. PEM means power electronic modulator. Okay. So this power electronic modulator will send the power to the BLDC motor. BLDC motor. So this is the simple. We can say in one line. Means the all sensor. This all sensor will identify the position of the rotor circuit, and it will give the information to the DSP controller. Okay, and this DSP controller will provide the will generate the commands. Okay, for the will generate the commands to the power electronic modulator. So in this power electronic modulators, we are using the number of switches, maybe 2 or 3 or 4, whatever, that is depends upon the circuit. Okay, these devices should be turn on and turn off. How these devices should be turn on and turn off? Based on the commands are coming from the DSP controller. Based on the commands are coming from the DSP controller. Is it clear? So based on that way, the switches will be turn on and turn off in the power electronic modulator. Okay, so based on this turn on and turn off mechanism of the power electronic modulators, the power will be controlled, means voltage and control is controlled. Okay, so due to this controlling of the voltage or power, so the BLDC motor speed is also controlled. The BLDC mode speed is also controlled. Is it clear? This point is clear, all of you? This point is clear, all of you, please? Anyone give the reply, yes or no? Give the reply, yes or no, please. Can I go for the operation of this circuit? Can I go for the operation of this circuit, please? Okay, I will repeat it again. So see here, we are using the Hall sensors. Okay, again I will repeating Hall sensors. Okay, what is the function of the Hall sensors here? Or position sensors? These sensors will identify the position of the rotor circuit, position of the rotor. Is it clear? And this information is given to the DSP controller. This information is given to the DSP controller. Is it clear? DSP means digital signal processing controller. DSP controller. And then based on this, this DSP controller will give the commands, will generate the commands to the power electronic modulator. Power electronic modulator. Okay, so how these commands are generated from the DSP controller based on the information is coming from the Hall sensor or position sensors. Clear? Accordingly, the DSP controller will generate the signals to the power electronic modulator. So in this power electronic modulator, we are using the number of switches. Okay, power semiconductor devices. Okay, by turning on and off of the power semiconductor devices in the power electronic modulator, whatever we are getting the output power from the power electronic modulator, this power is controlled. This power is controlled, and this power is given to the BLDC motor. This power is given to the BLDC motor. Okay, if this power is controlled, then automatically the speed of the BLDC motor is also controlled. Is it right or not? Already we have seen the induction motor drives and DC motor drives. If the voltage is controlled, okay, the speed is also controlled. Yes or no? Okay, like the same way here also. So in this way, we are going to control the speed of the brushless DC motor. So before going to this concept, we have to know the operation of the BLDC motors. Screen is visible, all of you? Screen is visible? Okay, so in BLDC motor, why we are calling as a brushless DC motor? Why we are calling as a brushless DC motor? Is there any brushes are present in this motor or not? Is there any brushes are present in the brushless DC motor? Yes or no? Okay, means brushes are not present. So which supply is required for the brushless DC motor, AC or DC? Which supply is required for the brushless DC motor, AC or DC? DC. But okay, so DC is not a right answer. We are giving the AC supply to the brushless DC motor. AC supply. We are not giving DC supply. Okay. Where we are giving the supply to the brushless DC motor? This is the supply. This is the supply. This is the supply for the electronic converter. This supply is not giving directly to the motor. Yes or no? Are you got my point?
Yes.
Okay, means so I think most of the students will get confused because here we are using the DC supply. I am writing here DC supply. So means simply we can say, sir, DC supply is required for the DC brushless DC motor. But here we are not giving the DC supply. Okay, this DC supply is giving to the power electronic converter. This is the power electronic modulator or power electronic converter. Okay, this is the input power supply for the power electronic converter, and whatever we are getting the output from the power electronic converter, that is AC. Okay, whatever we are getting the output from the power electronic modulator or power electronic converter, that is given to the this motor. Means which we are getting from the power electronic converter, AC or DC? AC. Clear? So means we are converting the DC to AC here. We are converting the DC into AC. Direct current into the AC. Is it clear? And this AC is given to the motor. Okay, stator windings of the motor. Clear? So here we are mounting the sensors H1, H2 and H3. These are the position sensors. These are the position sensors. Okay. These sensors will be mounted on the rotor circuit. Okay, these sensors will be mounted on the why we are not going to connect the AC supply to the motor? Exactly. Means your question is, okay, your question is exactly right. For example, I will explain you. This is the converter. Sorry, I will say one more thing. Okay, this is the motor. Okay, and this is the three-phase supply. Clear? This is the three-phase supply. So supply is the constant, na? Supply is the constant, na? Either here. Yes or no? Okay. So here there is no power electron converter we are using. Okay, we can give the direct AC supply to this one. So, but here, how the speed of this motor is controlled? How the speed of this motor is controlled? Is it right? We cannot control the speed of this DC motor. So that's why what we are doing here. So we are giving this AC supply to the motor through the converter. Through the converter. Here we are using one more converter. Clear? Is it clear? That is AC to AC. AC to AC. So here output is also we are getting the AC. Input is also we are getting the AC. Clear? That is the which we can say converter means controller, voltage controller, or we can say regulator. So this regulator, what is the function of this regulator or controller? It will control the voltage. Okay, and this controlled voltage is given to the motor terminals. So whenever this voltage is controlled, and the motor speed is also controlled. The motor speed is also controlled. So that's why we are using the power electronic converter, maybe inverter, converter, chopper, whatever, for controlling the speed of the motor. Okay, here your question is, so why we cannot use the direct AC supply to the motor? We can give, but there is no chance to control the speed of the motor. Is it clear? There is no chance to control the speed of the motor. Have you got the question? Okay, and one more thing here, the operation of this brushless DC motor is different. You have to remember that point. The operation of this brushless DC motor is different. So why it is different? So for example, in the case of AC motors, induction motor, so directly if you will give the AC supply, the rotor is start to rotate as per the operating principle of the mutual induction, okay, principle. So but here we are using the position sensors, okay, we are using the position sensors. What is the function of this position sensor here? These position sensors are mounted on the rotor circuit, okay, and this it will identify the position of the rotor circuit, means in which position the rotor is stopped, okay, in which position is the rotor is stopped, okay, वो position identify करेंगे, and then this position, the position of this rotor circuit means N and S, this is the rotor circuit, okay, this is the north pole and south pole, okay, this is the permanent magnet, permanent magnet. We are not using any winding here, we are not using any winding here. So how it will start to rotate, that is the important point. So how it will start to rotate. So here this Hall sensor will identify the position of the rotor circuit and it will give signal to the DSP controller. It will give signal to the DSP controller. So what it will do here, the DSP controller? This DSP controller will generate the command to the power electronic modulator. This DSP controller will generate commands to the power electronic modulator. Means here we are using the number of switches. Here this is the block diagram. That's why we are not able to show the all the switches. Clear? Here we are using the number of switches. Maybe that is 4 devices or 6 devices. That is depends upon the circuit. Okay. So how the current is flow? So for example, the position of the rotor circuit is in this position, okay, in this position. So now if you want to turn on this rotor circuit in this direction, okay, if you want to rotate this rotor in this direction, so what we have to do here? So we have to do the excitement for the other coil, okay. So now this coil should be excited, now this coil should be excited. Is it clear? So how this coil should be excited means that we have to flow, we have to give the, so what we can say, the current should be flows through this winding, this coil. Clear? So whenever current is flowing through this coil, then what will happening? It will become a north pole. Okay, it will become a north pole. And here the south pole is already present. So what will happening? This it will attract it to this side. Is it clear? It will attract it to this side. So I will show one diagram, one more diagram here. So just wait, I think little bit confusion, you will get the confusion. I will try to explain you easily. Just wait for 2 minutes. Screen is visible? Screen is visible, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just wait for 2 minutes. Okay, this is the rotor circuit. This is the permanent magnet, North Pole and South Pole. So here we can see, here we are using the one converter. That is the, for example, if we are using the DC, so we have to use the inverter here. In case we are using the AC, so we have to use the controller. This is the DC supply. Okay. Just wait. Okay. For example, this is the switch 1. This is the switch 2. This is the switch 3. Okay, so I will give it like this: 4, 5, and 6. Is it okay, all of you? So now the rotor position is in this position. Okay, it is exactly, for example, this is the A coil, and A dash coil. Clear? A coil and A dash coil. Is it okay? Next, this is the B coil, and this is the B dash coil, and this is the C coil, and this is the C dash coil. Clear? These are the 3 coils or 3 windings. So here, if we want to rotate this rotor in this direction, so what we have to do? So we have to make north pole this coil. Clear? We have to make north pole this coil. So how we can make this north pole? Because whenever this coil is becoming north pole, so it will attract it to this way. Is it clear? Okay, so this is the south pole, this is the north pole. So how we can make this coil as a north pole? So by giving the supply, by doing the excitation. Whenever this current is entering this through coil. Current is entering through this coil and leaving through this coil and leaving through this coil. Is it clear? So what will happening? Whatever the current is entering, that coil will become a north pole, and whatever the current is exiting, okay, that coil become a south pole. Is it clear? That coil become a south pole. So here this, so due for excitement this coil, so what we have to do, we have to apply the, we have to send the current through this coil. Yes or no? करंट सेंड करना है तो क्या करना पड़ेगा अपन को? ये किधर कनेक्टेड है? ये वाला फेस इधर कनेक्टेड है ना, इधर कनेक्टेड है ना. सो ये कनेक्टेड है, तो उसका थ्रू करंट फ्लो होने के लिए क्या करना चाहिए अपन को? इसका थ्रू करंट फ्लो होने के लिए क्या करना है? तो ये स्विच क्लोज करना पड़ेगा ना, क्लोज करना पड़ेगा ना.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
whenever this third switch is closed, then current is flowing through this circuit. Okay, the current is flowing through this circuit, and this coil will be excited. This coil will be excited, and when this C coil is excited, it will become a north pole. Whenever it will become north pole, it will attract it to the south pole of the rotor circuit. It will attract it to the south pole of this rotor circuit. Okay, when the current is leaving through this coil, C dash coil, it will become a south pole. It will become a south pole. So this is the south pole. Okay, and this is the north pole. ये दोनों attract हो जाएंगे इधर. Is it clear?
Yes.
So means the rotor position comes in this position. The rotor comes to this position now. Is it clear? This is the south pole, this is the fixed. This is the north pole, this is the fixed. Now, whenever this rotor is moving in this position, again, the Hall sensor, means the position sensor, will give commands to the controller. DSP controller means rotor position change हो गए. चेंज हो गए तो फिर अगेन दूसरा कॉइल के एक्साइटमेंट करना है ना अपन को. सो फिर अगेन इस डायरेक्शन में रोटेट करना है. तो अगेन द पोजीशन सेंसर विल गिव द इंफॉर्मेशन टू द DSP controller, and this DSP controller will send the commands to this converter circuit. Means the rotor position is in this position. Now we have to excite this coil. Okay, now we have to excite this B dash coil. So means the current should be flow through this coil. Okay, the current should be flow through this coil. That means B dash का coil के through current flow होना चाहिए. Okay, and B coil के through current leaving होना चाहिए. Now it become a north pole. Now it should become a south pole. Clear? So means accordingly we have to give the supply. Means ये switch कहाँ connect करना है, that is depends upon our designing of circuit. किधर connect करना? For example, this is connected this position. Okay, this is connected this position. So we have to close this switch. Now we have to open this switch. Means open कैसे कर सकते हैं? DSP controller will not send any commands to the third switch, and the DSP controller will send commands for the switch 1. So when the DSP controller will generate the command for the switch 1, it will close. Whenever it will close, the current is flowing through this coil. So whenever this current is flowing through this coil, it will become a north pole. Okay, and whenever the current is leaving through this coil, okay, whenever the current is leaving through this coil, so by closing this switch, okay, the current is leaving like this. Okay, the current is leaving like this. Okay, so it will become a south pole. So again, this rotor will moves in this direction. Again, this rotor moves in this direction. So now this become a north pole. North pole and south pole will be attracted. This is the north pole and this is the south. It will become a south pole. So these two will be attracted. So now the rotor position comes like this. Now the rotor position comes like this. Is it right? Okay. So now again, whenever this rotor is moving in this direction, so again the Hall sensor will identify the rotor position Again, after this, which coil should be excited? Which coil should be excited? Accordingly, the switches should be turn on and turn off. Accordingly, the switches should be turn on and turn off. Is it clear? So like this way, the rotor is moving in a particular direction based on the excitement of the coil. समझ में आया क्या concept? समझ में आया क्या concept? Are you got the concept? Okay. So means we have to make the coils north pole and south pole. So how we can make? So by doing the switches on and off. कौन सा स्विच टर्न ऑन करना है, कौन सा स्विच टर्न ऑफ करना है, तो अपन अपना सर्किट डिजाइनिंग के ऊपर डिपेंड है. क्लियर? सो मेरा अभी 100% रन है कि इस पर only 3 coils are connected, remaining 3 coils are not connected. Okay, it will take more time. So that's why 100% circuit I have not run. So but get the concept. Is it clear? So means here the number of switches are there. So if the rotor position in this rotor is stopped at this position, now this coil should be excited. This coil should be excited. Okay, so it will become a south pole, or as per the depends upon this poles, north pole and south pole, like this same way. Okay, so accordingly we have to do the excitement. So accordingly the rotor will be rotated in this direction. The rotor will be rotated in this direction. Okay, continuously rotate होना चाहिए, तो continuously अपन को on and off करना है. So continuously we have to do the excitement. We have to give the supply to the coil 1, coil 2, coil 3, and so on, etc. Okay, accordingly the switches should be turn on and turn off, turn on and turn off, turn on and turn off, like this way. Okay, like this way, the motor is going to be start to rotate. The motor is going to start to rotate. Is it clear? This is the operating and principle of the brushless DC motor. Any doubt, please? इसमें कुछ डाउट है क्या? Are you got the concept, please? Are you got the concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So accordingly we can control the power also by switching the turning on, turning off the. So we can control this voltage. Okay, accordingly this voltage is controlled, means the output of this power converter is controlled. The speed is also controlled. The speed is also controlled. Clear? This is the BLDC motor drive. Okay. So this is the a small brief description about the brushless DC motor. So brushless DC motor machine can be categorized by the position based on the position of the rotor permanent magnet. So means what we can say, or the brushless DC motor can be classified into 2 types based on the how we can mount in the permanent magnets on the rotor. So if you are mounting the surface of the rotor circuit, if you mounting the if you are placing the permanent magnets surface of the rotor circuit, then we can call as surface mounted, okay, brushless DC motor, surface mounted brushless DC motor. If you are placing the permanent magnets inside the rotor circuit, then that type of motor can be called as interior mounted brushless DC motor. Okay, interior mounted and surface mounted. So how we can say simply, if the permanent magnets are placed on the surface of the rotor circuit, then that motor can be called as surface mounted permanent magnets or brushless DC motor. If the permanent magnets are placed inside the rotor circuit, okay, then that motor can be called as a interior mounted brushless DC motor. Interior mounted brushless DC motor. Is it clear? Each permanent magnet is mounted on the surface of the rotor. It is easy to build, and especially skewed poles are easily magnetized on the surface of the mounted type to minimize the causing torque. But there is a possibility that it will fly apart during the high speed operation. Means there is one drawback. So by mounting the permanent magnets on the surface of the rotor circuit, there is a chance to fly, means निकलने के chances रहता है in the case of high speed. Okay, निकलने के chances रहता है in the case of high speed. That is another drawback. Otherwise, the construction is simple than the interior mounted brushless DC motor. Okay, this one shows the interior mounted brushless DC motor, means the permanent magnets are placed inside the rotor circuit. This one, clear? But here the permanent magnets are mounted on the surface of the permanent rotor circuit, like this. Okay. Next, in the case of stator windings, there are two major classes of brushless DC motor drives, both of which can be characterized by the shapes of their respective back EMF. Based on the rotor circuit, we can classify the BLDC motor two types: interior mounted and surface mounted. So, but in the case of stator windings, okay, based on the stator winding, there are two major classes of brushless DC motor, both of which can be characterized by the shapes of their respective back EMF. Means whatever the back EMF is produced, maybe a sinusoidal or trapezoidal. Okay, based on the shape, if the EMF is produced by the stator winding is sinusoidal, then it can be called as a sinusoidal brushless DC motor. Okay, if trapezoidal waveform is produced, back EMF, okay, like this. Okay, trapezoidal waveform अगर produce हुआ है back EMF, then this type of motor can be called as a trapezoidal brushless DC motor. Means based on the waveform of the EMF, based on the waveform of the back EMF. So if it is a sinusoidal back EMF, then it can be called as a sinusoidal brushless DC motor. If it is a trapezoidal back EMF, okay, then it can be called as a trapezoidal brushless DC motor. So based on this waveform, so we can classify the brushless DC motor into two types. Okay, or we can say based on the rotor circuit, so we can classify the two types. So like that way we can classify the brushless DC motors. So so here I am not going for the brushless DC motor types and so on, etc., because we are not dealing in electrical machine subject. So here you can see the waveform. Okay, here you can see the waveform. Okay, trapezoidal waveform. Clear? EA, EB, and EC, and these are the currents. IA, okay, these are the current waveforms. IA. IA means whatever the current is flowing through the A coil, that current can be called as a IA. So what is the waveform of this currents? Wave shape of the currents is square wave है Cauchy square wave है. For example, if the current is flowing like this, okay, then it can be called as a square wave. Okay, if waveform is like this, square wave. So in case waveform is like looking like this, waveform is, for example, looking like this, 0 and 0 positive, and again 0 negative, again 0, clear, again positive, like this. If waveform is looking like this, then what it can be called as Cauchy square wave. It can be called as a Cauchy square wave. Are you got the point? So here also the waveform is looking like this, the current waveform. We can see here current waveform. So 0 and positive, and 0 and negative. Clear? Is it okay? Okay, this is the Cauchy square wave. The wave shape of this can be called as Cauchy square wave. So EMF is trapezoidal waveform and current waveform is Cauchy square wave. Okay. So here we can say the voltages seen in this figure EA, EB, EC. Okay, the voltages in this figure EA, this is the EA, this is the EB, and this is the EC. Okay, are the line to neutral back EMFs. Line to neutral means phase voltages. Okay, the result of this permanent magnet flux crossing the air gap in the radial direction and cutting the coils of the stator at a rate proportional to the rotor speed. Okay, the coils of the stator are positioned in the standard three-phase full pitch concentrated arrangement. So due to this, trapezoidal back EMF waveforms are displayed by 120 degrees. Okay, due to the concentration weighting, whatever the back EMF is, waveforms are developed, whatever the back EMF waveforms are produced, that will be displayed by the 120 degrees. Okay, means the current per generation is 120 degrees and remaining 60 degrees are off. Means what we can say here, only 120 degrees the current is flowing. Only 120 degrees the current is flowing. So 120 degrees means, see here, this is the 0. This is the 0 and this is the 360. This is the 360. Clear? So one full cycle may 360 degrees. 2 pi means 360. So this is the pi by 6. This is the pi by 6 means 30. Pi by 6 means 180 by 6, 30. Okay. And this is the 90. Pi by 2 means 180 by 2, 90. Okay, this is the 5 pi by 6. 5 pi by 6 is nothing but 150. 150. This is the pi. This is the 180. 180 means only the current is flowing from this point to this point. Okay, 30 to 150. 30 to 150 कितना हो गया? 120 ना? 30, 60, 90, 120. Clear? So means 120 में this is the 30 degrees and this is the 30 degrees. This is the 30 degrees and this is the 30 degrees. 60 degrees off position. Okay, and 120 degrees is current is flowing. Clear? Means what we can say. So one full cycle of the back EMF. Okay, यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक. Okay, only 120 degrees current is flowing. Remaining 60 degrees. Remaining, sorry, 240 degrees current is flowing. This is the 120 degrees. And this is the remaining 120 degrees. Okay, 120 plus 120, how much? 240. Remaining 120 is off position. Means this is the 30, this is the 30, 60. This is the 30, and this is the 30, 60. Total is 120. 120 is off. 120 degrees off, and 240 degrees current is flowing. Okay, 240 degrees current is flowing. Okay, maybe positive or negative. Is it clear? So these are the trapezoidal waveforms and Cauchy square waveforms. Okay, and these are the signals are sensed by the Hall sensor A, Hall sensor B, and Hall sensor C. Clear? Clear? So this is the operating on principle and types of the brushless DC motor drives. Brushless DC motor drive. Clear? So let's see what are the advantages of brushless DC motor. Already we know the brushless DC motor are the most efficient of all electric motors. Okay. So due to the use of the permanent magnets for excitation. Okay. So efficiency क्यों use होता है अपन को? Permanent magnets use करने से efficiency क्यों बढ़ता है? Because we are not giving any supply to the windings. We are not using the windings. Winding use नहीं किया तो supply भी देने की जरूरत नहीं है. तो losses भी कम होगा. Losses कम होगा तो automatically efficiency बढ़ जाएगा. Is it clear? That's why what we can say the brushless DC motor is having the high efficiency than the other motors. Is it clear? So next, the size of the brushless DC motor is also less than the other motors. Okay, the energy density of the brushless DC motor is also high. Okay, and one more thing, the speed control or the voltage control of the brushless DC motor is also easy than the other motors. Okay, means what we can say, easy of control. The brushless DC motor can be controlled easily as DC motor because the control variables as easily accessible and constant throughout the operation of the motor. Okay, easy of cooling. Okay, and low maintenance, great longevity and reliability. Reliability is also good, and maintenance is also less. Okay, and one more thing, less noise emissions means there is the noise is also very nice, very less compared with the other motors. Okay, the noise pollution. Okay, the sound or noise is also very less compared with the other motors. So due to all these advantages, mostly we are giving the prefer brushless DC motor for the electric and hybrid electric vehicles. Okay, mostly we are giving prefer for the brushless DC motor in the electric and hybrid electric vehicles. Is it clear? So also it is having the some disadvantage like cost. Okay, we are using the magnets, so automatically the cost is also increased. We are using the magnets here. Okay, so limited constant power range. Okay, next safety. We are using the large rare magnets. You see here, we are using the magnets here. We are using the permanent magnets. Okay, so these are the very dangerous during the construction of the motor. Means for example, जैसे अपन परमानेंट मैग्नेट्स दोनों हाथ में पकड़ा, एक नॉर्थ पोल और साउथ पोल, एकदम अगर थोड़ा सा भी छोड़ देना एकदम इधर आके इधर लग जाता है. Okay, because very attractive. Okay, it is very attractive. That's why at the time of construction it is very difficult. Okay, it is very difficult to control because the permanent magnets very dangerous. Okay, inverter failures, brushless DC motor drives means what we can say, because if the permanent magnets on the rotor, brushless DC motor present major risks in the case of short circuit failure of the inverter. Okay, so the rotating rotor is always energized by the constantly inducing back EMF. Okay, if it is a short circuited windings, so then what will happening? The excitement of the coils will be the proper excitement will be not going on. Okay, here we can see in this, you can see if any proper excitement is not going on, the coil is also not excitement. Okay, if any inverter is failure, so the coils are not excited properly. The coils are not excited properly means one by one. So if these coils are not excited properly, then what will happen? There is no chance to rotate the rotor. There is no chance to rotate the rotor. At the same time, there is a chance to short circuit the. There is a chance to short circuit. Okay, so if any short circuit is occur, the motor may be damaged. The motor may be damaged. So that is the one of the main drawback. Okay. Is it okay, all of you?